Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 4, Day 1 is out on HBO Max right now. Sorry a bit late on the review, but I've been busy the few past couple days. But yeah, let's just get right into it. There's going to be spoilers in this video, so if you have not seen the episode, go watch it first and next come back and watch it. Watch the review. But yeah, starting off right at the bat, we get to see some form of Isaac backstory, where he used to work for Fedra, and and next he decided to turn on Fedra and kill his own men, who actually involved Josh. I forget the actor's name, but the guy that played Josh and directing Josh, oddly enough, has a cameo in the show, which some people find to be strange. I'm kind of mixed about it. I'm like, that's kind of interesting. All right, well, guy needs to work, I guess. But it was kind of distracting at times too, because I was just thinking of Josh from Drake and Josh, and not this Fedra asshole. So it was kind of cool to see him. So didn't really have that much problem with that. But this introduction with Isaac, with I forget the actor's name, but he voices the character in the video game, so that's kind of cool to see. So yeah, nice introduction. And next we pick up with Ellie and Dina walking through Seattle in the fucking open, not caring about their surroundings, and even Ellie making a lot of noise by trying to open a tank, and she drops the hatch, making a loud banging noise. Luckily, they say there's no one in the area, and it's like, well, yeah, do you still want to take that fucking risk of dropping something? So, but it's, yeah, um, they, I just don't get it. They make Ellie seem so incompetent and stupid. It's ridiculous. Even Dina doesn't call her an idiot, but she kind of gives this look of like being annoying. So I just like, I don't get it. It's not. It's also it's the miscasting of Bella Ramsey, and it's the bad writing for the character. It's they're both bad. It's not very good, especially with how of an emotional role that Ellie becomes in this version, in this of the game, leading into the adaptation of the game. Ellie is such an emotional person, is supposed to be an emotional person, and Belle Ramsey is not getting that. I don't know if it's just the way that she's being directed, or if it's her acting, or if it's the writing. None of it is working, and I find it to be annoying. The only You got one good emotional scene from the last episode, which was really good, and actually you get a good moment, I guess, here in episode 4 with the guitar stuff, and I thought that was, I guess, good. Like, I'm trying to find good stuff, and there are good stuff, so that stuff is good, but there's so many annoying stuff that just bothers me, like Dina and Ellie walking it open, not checking their surroundings, making sure there's no one else around and no infected, but they're just kind of just walking and having a normal conversation, just looking straight, like they're being told to just act instead of being pulled into the world. That's a problem I have. Even, well, and Dina brings up a good point, because they're heading to the radio station, to see if any of form of WLF people are there, or Abby's group is there. And Dina makes a good point. It's like, we can't just walk up to the front door because they'll see us coming from a mile away. I'm like, that's an interesting point. But the way that the building is set up, and the way that they have the set set up, they would have already saw you coming from a mile away anyways, where you're standing at and made that point. So it doesn't really fucking matter. But the reason why they don't see them coming is because later on in the episode you find out they are dead, which I guess we could talk about that now. That whole entire sequence with the WLF being hung from the scars is pretty fucking gruesome, and apparently that's all practical too. Like, they put a bodysuit on the actors, and they actually had them on a harness and hanging them, which I thought was very interesting, and that was actually pretty cool. And next, the scene is ruined when these other WLFs come in and they try to be so over the top. And it's like, we're gonna kill the baby. So it's like, what? What the fuck? There's really a lot of cringy moments in this show, and this episode has a couple of cringy moments, and that is one of them. It's so strange. And Ellie ends up finding one of these soldiers, which somehow she is able to kill one of them. Like she hops on the back of one of them like it's like she's Yoda and Luke training, and she's trying to strangle him. Dina kind of helps and distracts him, but it's so stupid and it looks so dumb. And it's like, seriously, this dude cannot overthrow Ellie. He can't like take her off his back and like WWE or something. I don't know. I feel like she is so light heavy that she would have got thrown off of him. But she stabs him, and Ellie and Dina, they run off. They go into the train station, which is in the video game, which is one of the cool parts in the video game. And this section is really cool. I really like the build up. I don't know why Dina does this thing. Like she does it to figure out how many clickers are because she listens to them, or she like tests. She does this to count them out of alpha sound. But it's like, what if it's just one or two making multiple sounds? Like, how can you make that to be the case? Like, I don't know. I don't know why she does this, and I don't think that would really ever work. It's not a bad way to think about it, but I don't see it how that would ever work. But whatever. But the WLF chases them into this train subway tunnel, and next a bunch of infected come out and start killing them, and next Ellie and Nina have to escape through the subway train. And all of this was really cool. The sets for this, the lighting, it's all intense and really well done, and I thought that was a really good part about the episode. It's just that something that came to my mind, a lot of this infected stuff is over like in 5 minutes. They don't last very long, and whenever it's over, that's kind of it. You don't really see any more infected until the next big thing happens. You don't see a couple. The only time that you see a couple stragglers was episode 1. And that's the only time you see any form of actual stragglers, where you see one or two like out there in the forest, or one or two in a building. It just really all feels scripted, and it doesn't feel natural or real. So, but besides that nitpick, it was very well done. And next, Dina was about to die, and next Ellie saves her, getting herself bit, and which leads next to is showing how great Isabel is a great actor. She is a fantastic actor. This scene really shows it. There's so many weird. This scene is weird, but it is kind of saved from her performance. But everything else surrounding the scene, with Bella Ramsey's acting, and next Ellie's character, and next the weird writing, it's bad. It's really bad. I do like the idea of, like, I find it fine that Ellie's like, here, I'm gonna go bandage up, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch, you can sit away as far as possible from me, but when I wake up, I'm still gonna be the same person. I find that to be fine, and like, I don't have that be a problem of a bad idea. But she doesn't show the bite from the first episode that she got to show that, hey, you remember when I was struggling in that grocery store? Yeah, I got bit, and this was like weeks ago. So like, this is just proof that I'm immune and all that. But that doesn't have an interplay at all. And so it's like, why did she get bit again? It just shows that she's stupid, pretty much. But then it leads to the most awkward force scene I have ever seen in a show, and it doesn't make any sense. This is so random and so contrived. Like, so Ellie wakes up, and next that proves to Dina like she's immune, and so Dina goes like, "Oh, I'm pregnant." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're having this moment too at the same time." And next they immediately start making out, and Ellie starts fingering Dina. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is so inappropriate and out of nowhere. This doesn't make any sense. This is stupid. This is dumb. And it was dumb. It was stupid. And it was very uncomfortable. It's like, and next, after they're done doing it, they start having a conversation about Ellie being a dad. I'm like, what is going on? You just found out, like, when Dina just found out Ellie's immune, and it's just like, there's no besides 2 minutes, there's not really much of a conversation about it or any form of reaction to it. And next, Ellie just seems to have no emotion to Dina being pregnant. When in the game, Ellie was kind of pissed, and now Dina has a reliability. It's like we're going on the suicide mission. She should have a little bit of frustration, and I don't. This is just bad writing. I really don't like any of this writing at all, and that's my problem with most of this show is that the writing is not good, and there's people out there that think this is like top 10 writing, and I get people can have their opinions, but there's specific parts in this show that is not top 10 writing, and it's starting to get to the point where it's actually frustrating, and it's like, how can anyone look at this and be like, yeah, this is good, this is good writing? And it's like, it's not. Like, everything from the production of this show is really good. Like, the sets are really good. Like, everything with the WLF radio station down to Seattle, down to the train subway station, all that sets look amazing. And so, like, there's really good things to take away from this show. A weird thing I'm starting to notice is that no one's clothes ever get dirty. I think I noticed that in season one, in the commentary series, how everyone's clothes just look nice. But Dina and Ellie been walking through like woods and even now subways, and their clothes all look clean, like they're just supermodels. Like, eh, it's kind of a minor nitpick, but it also isn't, because it is a continuity error. I'm gonna give The Last of Us season 2, episode 4, day 1, a B minus. Like, a lot of it is saved from the other performances and having great moments in the show, but a lot of it is taken down from Ellie's acting, Bella Ramsey's acting as Ellie, and Ellie's as a just general writing is terrible. And next, having cringy moments like a fucking soldier going, "We're gonna kill babies. We're gonna kill all the babies," and it's like, women and children too. What are we, fucking Anakin Skywalker? I killed the women and the children too. Obi-Wan, it's all his fault. It's I did get it. Some episode 2 flashbacks to that. So yeah. And next, of course, that fucking sex scene. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. It's so stupid. But yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of being quick about this one. But yeah, I honestly, I don't feel like it's like after episode 2, it's just that I'm not really looking forward to watching this show anymore. I will still come back and watch it towards the end, especially season 3, maybe even season 4 if they do that. Like, I will watch this show to see it all the way through, to review it for you guys. But to be honest, I'm not really looking forward to it anymore. It's the Pedro Pascal being gone, is you can feel his absence, and the writing for Ellie is really bad. Her character writing is not good, and next, there's just a lot of fucking cringy moments. It's very strange. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. And, let me know your guys' thoughts on the episode down below, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.